force application, right? Holding and accepting that force from the ground with that drive leg. So in that kind of external rotation of that hip, right? And then as the lead leg goes, we want to increase that capacity to hold and then begin to transfer, right? And get extension. But then we want to be able to see that efficient transfer of internal rotation of the hip and then the single leg stability and strength of the lead leg to land firm and stabilize that force out through the fingertip, right? So as a right-hander, this is how I would throw. So you're gonna see that when I hold ground connection with my hands, right, I give myself that, essentially that stability, or even like him and I were talking earlier, if you hold like a kettlebell in a rack position here or, you know, in a goblet position here. But you'll notice when I go hands on the ground, I'm able to get more range than if I were to go hands off. Now I'm essentially through time and space by myself trying to get more of that external rotation. Now remember, when we're pitching in a game, on a mound, we don't have any, like a counterbalance, we don't have any stability but what we possess as a human being. So it's important to know, you know, again, I'm not in the level of him, but like for me, just looking at guys, it's important to know that we need to increase our stability to be able to move at maximal capacity. Make sense?
I see a ton of guys that will get into this position and I say, hey, I want you to lift that knee, and then they lift their knee and they get right about there. And then you'll be able to see that when you go to grab them, they can pull themselves all the way up. So it's not that they lack mobility, they lack stability. And I think this is where a lot of coaches struggle and a lot of athletes struggle to put all the pieces together, because you can have great range of motion. We could put you on the table, and if I take that athlete and put him on the table and look for external rotation, he may have full external rotation, but he can't use it. And if you can't use it, it's not gonna help you on the field. So being able to put those pieces together